The Parsha lists and teaches us of the animals and birds and fish that are kosher and those that are not kosher. The signs that it tells us, says Rav Yerucham Levovitz, the Mashgiach of Yeshivas Mir, are not just incidental. They don't just happen to have these signs. On the contrary, each of the signs shows us the character of the animal. In other words, we understand the character through it displaying certain signs. And it's the character, it's a certain type of animal that is considered kosher. It's the same for people. Our conduct, our behavior determines our character. And our character determines what type of people we are. Are we kosher people? Or, chas v'shalom, God forbid, not what we could be. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos teaches that a brazen-faced person, a person who's very arrogant, aggressive, he is headed for Gehenna. It doesn't even speak about any crimes he committed, any sins he did. Just the character itself, having such a character already leads him in a certain direction. On the other hand, if a person is conscientious, if he's respectful, if he thinks before he acts, and he's considerate of others, he doesn't want to hurt their feelings, so such a person is headed for Gan Eden, eternal paradise. Our character determines our life path, and therefore we need to be working on our character, developing our character, becoming better people all the time. As an example of this, the Biala Rebbe in his book Divrei Bina speaks about the character of the chewing of the cud. That's what makes an animal kosher. That's one of the signs. It chews and then it re-chews the same cud. For us, that would translate that we think before we act, and not only do we think, but we think and then we think again. We think a second time before we act, before we say something, before we speak. This itself is a sign of being kosher people. And as such, we are people that will succeed in life, in this world, the next world, will merit ultimate happiness. It pays us to be kosher. May we merit, all of us, to be a kosher people.